All good. This is an automated hot mic message from Joey T. Badger. Thank you for the 25 anonymous donation from someone. We don't know who, but all we know is numbers go up, blood goes up. This has been an automated hot mic message from Joey T. Badger. Howdy, Time Zone sports fans. Welcome to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball playoffs, here with the Internet Series, the first one for Circuits number 1, season number 1. We have the Baltimore Crabs taking on the Chicago Firefighters. Crabs take game 1 in this first 3-game win series. Chat, welcome. Thank you, Squire. Thank you, Zeeb. Thank you, Doing the Grass. Hello, Glabe. Hello, who else we have here? Playing Zebra, Mixplody. Oh, this is from before. Folks, welcome back. It's currently Extra Life as well, so we're raising funds for the Boston Children's Hospital. Link to donate in the chat. Wanisha, hello, welcome. All your donations as part of the Extra Life Marathon goes into a charity that puts blood in the children's veins. So numbers go up, blood goes up. Slug in Tub, hello. Hey Slug, saying hey Badger in the chat. Great matchup here between these two teams. Crabs have been rolling, one of the rolliest teams around. They scuttle all over their competition. They defeated the Firefighters 6-2. Firefighters able to close out last series against the Seattle Garages from a come-from-behind victory to win it in 4 games. Crabs swept the Spies in just 3 games. So here we are. Crabs, like the Hades Tigers, don't look back. They do love. They so far swept their way through the playoffs, and it's something that they are used to do. Now here's a stat for you. The Crabs have the longest winning streak in the playoffs at, I think, at least 10 playoff wins in a row, where they swept their way to 2 Internet Series is in a row. Amazing stuff. So Crabs looking to continue that trend here in this new Pocket Universe. We know that the one true constant is that Crabs win, Crabs good. Make sure you get your bets in. You have less than a minute before game time. So excited for this chat. A stat from me? Yes. Do you want to do on the grass? Treat. Yes. We love giving stats out here on the Sports Hub. We love you. Love bringing you. We also love you and love bringing you fresh Blaseball. Any moment the game will begin. Let's do a refresh to make sure. We are live, folks. Also garages suck affectionate. That's also a constant, but that just creates good music. Let's see some good luck, have funs for both of these teams because we believe in good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is always back here on the hub. Top the first inning, Wanda Jenkins, your pitcher for the Baltimore Crabs, one of their better pitchers in their rotation. Their best pitcher, their ace in their rotation, going against the Firefighters. Giving up a walk early in this game, 2 outs, 1 on. Crabs favorites in this ball game, Pat Lopez up to bat. Tips it straight back foul, 0-1. Jenkins was an incineration replacement, I believe, of Emily Friendo. Thank you for that stat in the chat. Squire Lazaretto, hashtag chat support. Bottom of the first, Bison McGill up to bat. I guess we missed some stuff that happened live. Lopez fly out. Walnut, grapefruit walnut, a lovely sounding dessert. Grounds out for out number 1. 1 out, 1 on. Others up to bat. Duncan, your pitcher for the Firefighters, a 2.3 star pitcher. In this league, not a bad pitcher. Definitely not a liability. You think back to seasons 24 and back in the expansion era, that anything less than 4 stars in anything was a liability for your team. Cyanide Danson, thank you so much for the follow. Others, slices that in the right, gets on base. Press on base for the Crabs, bottom of the first. Currently have Night, the deep dark. We have no sun, that's filled by Nameferite. Namefriendo. Others out at second as Breach hits it to the shortstop, gets the tag at second. Beach safe at first. Don John batting, 2 outs, 1 on. Firefighters Crabs tied at 0 runs apiece. Bottom of the first inning. Crabs up 1-0 in the Internet Series. First 2-3 wins, plus or minus wins, wins it all. And Don John, huge pound in the right field. Beach rounding second, safe at home for the first score of the game. Don John makes it the second on their double. Crabs draw first blood. Runner in scoring position. Robbie Hicks lines it right to the second base person, gets the throw to first for out number 3. 1 inning in the books. Firefighters 0, Crabs 1. Crabs up, Crabs good. And Crabs good, as Cyanide Danson says. Interesting note from Squire Lazaretto, the dead players don't have a deceased tag on their player page. Interesting. Very interesting. Plateau, pop fly, deep and to right. Penny underneath it gets the glove. That's out number 1. We're currently in Baltimore. We don't have any specific stadiums. Stadiums, of course, were introduced season 12-ish, plus minus 12, 13, 14-ish. So it doesn't matter where we play, per se. The only thing that matters here is Crabs are the home team, so they will be batting second and have a chance at the bottom of the 9th to come back if they are losing. Treadwell batting. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2 count. Pitch from Jenkins coming in, 2 outs, no one on. Jenkins controlling the Firefighters so far early in this game. And gets the inside corner fastball, and that's a strikeout for Jenkins. Firefighters still unable to make anything happen as Leon Duncan takes the mound. Scarlett Chadwell next to bat. It's so weird having this lore in my head that no longer applies to anything I see on screen. Yeah, it is weird. I would say oddly refreshing because I feel like it's free. Like it was at some point, all the lore, all the rules, all the mechanics, all add up to so much, and it becomes unwieldy at some point. You know, you can carry a Lego, that's fine. You can carry 2 Legos, that's fine. But once you get like 30, 40 Legos, it becomes hard. Chadwell out at second base. Penny safe at first on the fielder's choice. 1 out, 1 on, offshore batting. Oh no, pitch from Duncan. Offshore, slice in the right field. Past the second base person. Offshore safe at first. Penny will stay at second base. 2 on, 1 out. Mondavi gets the hit, but right to the third base person. They tag the runner out. 2 outs, 2 on. Great Walnut up to bat. Walnut bloops in the left field, and Offshore will round third and make it home for the second Crabs score of the game. Crabs up 2-0 over the Firefighters. Runners on first and second base, 2 outs. Others batting. Duncan letting up 2 RBIs so far. Claws up, y'all. Says Donut Shoes. Welcome, Donut Shoes. Others. Fix the pitch inside. 1-2. Ball high in the zone. 2-2. And swing and a miss will end the inning there, but not before the Crabs extend their lead 2-0 over the Chicago Firefighters. Claws up, claws up. Crabs look like they're going to maybe roll again, scuttle away with another perfect championship series. Let's create a poll in the chat. Let me know what you think. New poll. Do you think the Crabs will sweep the Internet Series? Yes. Yes. Crabs. Good. No. It will be close. Chicago wins. That'll be a 3-minute poll. Start now. Go vote. Joey, you're hurting me here. Wait, why? We are from Crab. We are from Chicago. Why am I hurting you? 100% for Chicago? I do love Chicago. Chicago is becoming one of my favorite teams now in the ILB. But Crab's good. Crab's good. That's a universal constant. Just tell that to the multiverse, because that's the manager you need to talk to. Boys in batting. Called strike inside corner. 2-2. Jenkins, bottom of the zone, but another called strike gets another strikeout. 2 outs, 1 on. Crabs 2. Firefighters still scoreless. Bianca Vitamin. Only 1 change star batter, but as you see here, very dynamic player getting a slash in the left. Good for a single. Vitamin on first, Sycamore second. 2 outs, 2 on. McGill up to bat. Crabs 2, Firefighters 0. Looking for the first score of the game. You have a runner in scoring position. 2-1 count. Pitch coming from Jenkins to McGill. Ball's too high. 3-1. And swing there at the changeup. Full count. McGill tips it straight back. Stay alive. Jenkins with the payoff pitch, and McGill will draw the walk. Bases are loaded for Chicago. Pat Lopez batting now. Pat Lopez, 2.2 star batter. 2 outs, bases loaded. Lopez makes contact, but tops it to the shortstop, and that will be a tag, and will end the inning stranding runners on all 3 bases and keeping the Firefighters scoreless. Great defense by the Crabs as the Firefighters try to surge. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Crabs 2, Firefighters 0. Peyton Beach first to bat for Baltimore. Duncan still on the mound. Duncan with the pitch. Beach with the hit. Into the outfield, throw to second to keep the runner at first. That's a single. No outs, 1 on. Don John batting. And Beach will steal second base. Duncan not paying attention, staring down Don John. Pitch was wild, but Beach tries to get third base. Duncan was ready for it. Gets the runner out. And that's a dumb out there by the Crabs. Giving up that. They have a lead. They're playing with it, but I can see this coming back to bite them. 2-2 count. 1 out, no one on base. Runner at third has been thrown out. Full count. Payoff pitch from Duncan. And called strike. Duncan gets some sit down Don John. 2 outs, no one on. Bottom of the 3rd inning, you're listening to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball playoffs. It's game 2 of the internet series between Chicago Crabs. Crabs up 1-0 in this first 3-win series. Hicks batting. 2-0 pitch coming from Duncan. Hicks will get the hit, but Bison will get the grab, and that will do it for inning number 3. We're 1/3 of the way through this game. Firefighters 0, Baltimore Crabs 2. The poll just ended in the chat. Well, who do you think, if you think the Crabs will sweep the series? And the winner of that polls is Dale. Right you are, chat. Second place was Crabs. Yes, Crabs good. 4 votes. No, but it'll be close with 2, and 2 votes for Chicago. Also, please take this time to share your... Oh my god, I just got art. I just commissioned some art and I just got it in. It looks great. Oh my god. Maybe we'll share at the end of the stream. Sorry, get distracted. Share the stream with your friends, folks. It's the only game I see broadcasting right now. So it's the most important game of the season. Blaseball's back. It's the first internet series of season 1 of the first season of season 1. The first internet series of Short Circuit number 1, the experimental pocket multiverse in between phase of Blaseball. So bring your friends in if they're new. You know, it's the most supportive community that I know. Let's celebrate them while we celebrate Blaseball and watch some sports together. Bottom of the 4th inning, offshore batting, 2 outs, no one on. Chicago Firefighters unable to make anything happen on offense. Again, not the Pinky Kirby, not the Pink Kirby, anything but the Pink Kirby. Thank you so much for the follow. And with that, I think we've hit... we are close. We are 2 followers away from 2,300 followers. So thank you so much for your continued support of the Sports Hub and bringing you live entertainment. Nothing exciting in the 5th, or in the 4th. So we'll head to the 5th. Firefighters 0, Crabs 2. We are also supporting Boston Children's Hospital as part of Extra Life. Please consider donating if you have the means to. Link is in the comments. Flamespitter, thank you for following. One more away. Oh, we got another one. Flamespitter and... Wait, what happened? Subtraction Soup was 2299, and Flamespear, congratulations. 2300 numbers go up. Katie loves tea. Well, we love you and love that you're following us. Congratulations on 2301. Make the numbers go up for the Boston Children's Hospital because all your money goes directly into blood for children for their veins. So numbers go up, blood goes up. It's what we want so we can get back to our community. Blaseball is giving us so much light, so let's pay it forward. And that's our mission here at the Sports Hub, is to make the world a brighter place. And speaking of brighter, Vitamin comes up big this time, gets a cut into right, and the first RBI for Chicago. Chicago on the board. Firefighters 1, Crabs 2. We have a ball game. Bison McGill up the bat, 1 out, runners on the corners. Jenkins finally breaks here late in this game, and Vitamin will steal second base. 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. McGill batting. Crabs 2, Firefighters 1 for now. Inside ball, 2-1. McGill hits it right to John, but Poison will be able to advance on the sacrifice and get the second tying RBI for Chicago. We have a tie game at 2, folks. Vitamin on third. Pat Lopez batting. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tie game. It's a game, folks. Strike looking. 1-2 count. Runner on third. 2 outs. Firefighters 2. Crabs 2. Lopez called strike high in the zone, and that will be a strikeout for Jenkins, and that will end the inning. Crabs staunch the bleeding and don't lose the lead. Well, they lost the lead, but they haven't given the lead up to the Firefighters. We're tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Under the deep, dark night, we have a great game here in Game 2 of the Internet Series. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of live Blaseball, here to cover the Short Circuits 1, Season 1 Internet Series. Also, tell your friends, this is exciting. Bring them in. This is sports at its finest. Let's have you all cheering as loud as you can in the chat. Claws up. We are from Chicago and everything in between. Duncan gives up a walk to Mondavi. Don't need to give the Crabs a free on base. Walnut batting. Walnut hits it to the shortstop. Gets it to second for the out. Mondavi thrown out. Walnut safe at first. Others batting. Another fielder's choice. This time Walnut out at second. 2 outs, 1 on. Crabs 2, Firefighters 2. Defense coming up big for Duncan. Duncan giving up a lot of hits, but defense keeping it relatively safe for the Firefighters. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 pitch coming. Others steal second base. Now in scoring position for Beach. 2 outs, runner on second. 1-2 count. And Others steals third base. Exciting, but nothing ultimately happens as Beach swings and misses for strike 3 and out number 3. 5 innings down. Firefighters 2, Baltimore Crabs 2. Crabs get good defense, hence the carcinization. It does make sense. Everything comes up Crab. Plateau batting. No outs, no one on. First pitch, tip foul. 0-1 count. What? There's no out. What's happening? Plateau hits a double? Uh-oh. Grounds it to Malachi. Others. I assume there's a runner on third. Yeah, there it is. Okay. My intuition paid off as we deal with some Internet Series troubles. Runner on third. Scoring position. Treadwell batting. Sacrifice here will give the Firefighters a lead. And there it is. A fly out deep into right field. Perfect timing for Plateau, who is able to tag up and score. For those of you who are not familiar with Blaseball, the sport, if you can't see it right now, you can only don't know the rules. If you're on base and the ball is caught by someone in the outfield, as long as you touch the base, you can then run to home. It's kind of like stealing, but since the ball is so far away, it was so far in deep right, that they were able to have the time to run home. And that gave the Chicago Firefighters the 3-2 lead and the first lead of this game. Bottom of the 6th. Duncan on the mound for the Firefighters. Duncan letting up 2 runs. Finally pitching with a lead. A slim one, but still a lead. Different mindset when you're on the mound. When you're down versus having some wiggle room, you can take a couple more chances and keep the Crabs on their pointy, scuttly toes. Don John batting. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 count. And another swing. Duncan gets him with the changeup. That strikeout's out number 1. Hicks batting. 1 out, no one on base. Crabs 2. Chicago Firefighters 3. Yo, we tagging here. Hey, we tagging here. I thought I'd share because to take off my kayfabe hat for a moment. I've been getting into baseball and softball lately, and these are cool things that I learned because Blaseball has inspired me to do real life sports and get involved and cheer. So I think is nifty. All right, hat back on. Chadwell, deep fly in the left. Poison gets underneath it, gets the glove. That's out number 2. 2 outs, 1 on. Penny batting. Crabs offense starting to stifle a little bit. Duncan's solidifying on the mound. Penny hits it foul left of third base for strike 2. And Duncan fastball inside, but called strike. And that will do it for the 6th inning. We're 2/3 of the way through this game. Firefighters 3, Crabs 2. Tron offshore. First to bat for the Firefighters. Firefighters still have a 3-2 lead. Real life sports, it's ingrained. Blaseball and sports are, that L is firmly lodged in my mouth. I'm not sorry for that. 1 out, no one on base. Poison batting for the Firefighters. Crabs be like anxiety up. Comedy point to cyanide dancing. Joey, please. I will not. Also firmly lodged into Flowers. Yeah, Flowers. Ugh. Flowers had a over 500 season. That was nice, going 50-49. Let's grow. 2-2 count for Poison. And it's another ball in the dirt on the pitch from Jenkins. Poison hits it straight back. Foul to stay alive. Payoff pitch incoming. And Poison will draw the walk. 1 out, 1 on for the Firefighters. Jenkins giving up another walk in this game. Bianca Vitamin, not a good player on paper, but Vitamin coming up big in this series. Poison steals second base, putting them in scoring position with only 1 out. Vitamin gets the hit. Vitamin safe at first. Poison going to third, trying to round home, but great cutoff throw by the outfielder gets it to the catcher, keeping the runner on. We have runners on first and second. McGill high and deep in for Beach. Poison able to tag up and score from third. Firefighters increase their lead 4-2. Vitamin stays at first base. Lopez next to bat. Lopez cuts into the outfield. Good for a single. Throw to third keeps Vitamin at second. Plateau batting, runners on first and second base. 2 outs. Firefighters 4, Crabs 2. You might notice, hey, didn't I watch Blaseball before? If a runner was on first, a lot of times they'd make it to third. That's a great observation. I believe because all the stars are so much lower that their base running skills are also coincidentally lower, so they're not able to make those extra bases while they're out on the field. Unfortunately, Firefighters unable to cash in any more runs as the 7th inning comes to the top of the 7th comes to an end, but not before the Firefighters extend their lead 4-2 over the Crabs. Bottom of the 7th, time for a 7th inning stretch. Let's take some time. Just move your hands. Maybe stand up. Always good. Get your blood flowing. Move around a little bit. Take care of yourself. Fix your tie. Breathe. Maybe have some water. I actually don't have my water in here. That's on me. Stretchy time. Yeah, take me out to the ball game. Also, a great podcast at blaseballpod.com. A good friend Kimberly who made a Blaseball podcast years ago. or months ago. Feels like years ago. A lot of great information there. We did a interview with Kimberly about the coin and how when I first started out, we were able to buy the literal coin that the coin god picture was made from. That coin has been spent, so I no longer have it, but we owned that coin for a long time. It's a good bit. And a literal Roman coin from like 323 AD. It was awesome. Walnut hits it to the third base person. Gets a tag. Gets out number 1. Others batting. Crabs 2. Firefighters 4, but runners on first and second base. Duncan, dangerous situation. Bottom of the 7th. Crabs down by 2, but tying runners on base. Tips a foul. Strike 2. 1 out, 2 on. 2-2 count. Pitch from Duncan. Hit by others, but again, great grab by the third base person for another out. That's out number 2. Beach up to bat. Up. Big hit. Wallops it into right. Sends Walnut home. With that double, Crabs cut the lead to just 1 run. 3-4 in favor of the Firefighters, but for how long, we don't know. Don John batting. Runners on second and third, both in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Don John with the hit. Hits right to offshore. Gets a tag at first. That will do it for the 7th inning. Crabs able to cut the lead in half to just 1. Firefighters still up 4-3 over Baltimore. We head to the top of the 8th. Do a refresh here. There we are. Trebek batting. First pitch. Called strike. 0-1 pitch from Jenkins. Trebek hits it underneath. Out to the outfield. Easy grab, and that's out number 1. Treadwell batting. 1 out, no one on base. Swing and miss, strike 1. Outside corner fastball. 0-2. BRB, get some water. Cool Oak, please get some water. Thank you for hydrating. Joey the Tacos have a 3rd podcast now. Archives Unlimited, new lore-focused podcast. Feel free to drop that in the chat. I think you have permissions. If not, tag us on Twitter at Joey T Badger, and we'll retweet that stuff. And Cool Oak is back. Everyone say welcome back, Cool Oak. I was always doing it as Cool Oak. Sycamore for the Firefighters. Big hit. That ball's going, and gone. A solo home run by Sycamore. 6 it to the Crabs. Firefighters back in front by 2. Firefighters with a full jazz hand. Crabs 3. Tron offshore batting. 2 outs, no one on. Great power hitting by Sycamore. That tree has bared fruit in the form of a home run. Swing and a miss for offshore will do it for the top of the 8th, but the Firefighters pad their lead to 2 runs. Bottom of the 8th, Duncan now has a little bit more playroom. Robbie Hicks, first to bat for Baltimore. Still have a game here, folks. Thank you for sharing the link to Archives Unlimited. I'm going to go like that right now. Oops. Follow. Oh, there. I live casted that follow. That's me. Bottom of the 8th. Scarlett Chadwell batting. 1 out, no one on. Thank you. Shout out to the keepers in the Blaseball Discord. Always a thankless job, so we want to thank them. Thank you so much. Let's see some lowercase O's, 7s in the chat for them. Answering my question about some posting and rules, so we appreciate that. Always appreciate them, especially on a Saturday like this during the internet series. There's no rest for the keepers, so thank you so much for all that you do. Lowercase O7s. Penny batting, 2 outs. 2-0 count. Duncan handling the Crabs right now, enjoying a 2-run lead. 3-1. And Penny will draw the walk. Uh-oh, did Joey speak too soon? Probably. I speak too soon too often. Iliad offshore batting. A joke I made earlier that I will recycle is that offshore, that most of the Iliad took place offshore. But they'll ground out for out number 3. Crabs still down by 2 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Jenkins back on the mound for the Crabs. Poison batting for the Firefighters. Firefighters looking to tie this series up at 1 win apiece. Poison hits her at the walnut on a skip and a bounce. And the throw to first is good. That's out number 1. Bianca Vitamin, the sneaky lead hitter for the Firefighters, will also hit that one right to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 2. McGill batting. Inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2 outs, no one on. Firefighters 5, Crabs 3, top of the 9th inning. It is game 2 of the Internet Series. Crabs up 1 win to none in this series. First 3 will win. You're listening to 90 Infinity 5, the Sploits Hub. The Iliad takes place in Troy. Oops. I don't know Greek stuff. Greek literature. It's fine. Thank you, M, for the correction. Firefighters 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 9th. Crabs down by 2. 3 outs remaining. Crabs looking to break their win streak, sweeping their way through the first 2 rounds of the Short Circuits 1 playoffs. Mondavi first to bat, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count. No one on, no outs. And another big swing going for the fences there, but Duncan gets him on the curve. And that's out number 1. Walnut batting. 1 out, no one on base. Crabs down by 2. First pitch inside. 1-0. The Iliad takes place in Chicago. County point to Plain Zebra. Foul ball. 2-1. That ball is inside. 3-1. 1 out, no one on base. Walnut batting. Walnut taking the 3-1 pitch. Hits it just right of first base. Strike 2. 3-2 pitch coming from Duncan. Walnut hits it right to the shortstop. Gets the grab. Hard grab, but they do it. That's out number 2. Others batting. 1 out remaining between a Firefighters tie of the series. Balls in the dirt. 2-0. Crabs 3. Firefighters 5. Called strike with the fastball from Duncan. That ball's high. 3-1. 2 outs, no one on. Others batting. Others takes the 3-1 pitch. And Others will draw the walk. Tension builds here at the Crab-a-tat. Crabs down by 2. Tying runner on base. Beach batting. 2 outs. Duncan pitching. Swinging a miss, strike 1. Called strike inside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 pitch to Beach. And gets him on the fastball. Called strike. Duncan ends the game with a strikeout. Firefighters hold on to win this one 5-3 here in Baltimore. We're heading back to Chicago as the Firefighters tie up the series at 1 win apiece. Let's see some GGs in the chat for a great game between these 2 teams. Crabs up early 2-0, but the Firefighters able to claw their way back, pun fully intended. Axe the Crabs lead, and here they are winning this one 5-3. Remind you that we are taking part of Extra Life. We currently have raised over $400, which is insane for the Boston Children's Hospital. So thank you all so much for your generous support. Again, if you can, we just ask you to think about supporting the Boston Children's Hospital through our donation page here at the bottom in the chat. Extra Life, a wonderful event held every year. We're honored to be part of that this year. Your money that you donate goes right into buying blood for children. So blood and veins, numbers go up. Disclaimer, we don't know exactly what the money's used for, but folks in the chat have used Boston Children's Hospital for their services, so it helps a lot of families out, and it's just a great organization. So thank you so much for considering donating, and thank you for the folks who've donated $447. Number goes up, blood goes up. Baseball's a blood sport, so let's put blood in those children. Congratulations, Chicago. We'll be going to Chicago for game number 2. We'll be calling that here on the Sploits Up. We'll take a quick little break, but we'll view that game right now. Firefighters very, very slight favors, but really a toss-up. Crank Godot. No, have to wait much longer. 2.7 star pitcher versus Dahlbeck. 2.6 stars, so even on the mound. We'll see how this pitching duel shakes out. We'll place a bet right now. We'll bet on the Crabs. Uh-oh, how do I go back? Ah! Watch. There we go. Next game will not decide it, but give the team momentum to possibly earn the first Internet Series championship in the era of short circuits. Crabs finally lost. They swept their way. Let's actually look at the bracket. Crabs swept away past the Hades Tigers and the Houston Spies to make it to the finals. Firefighters, at least one loss in each series so far, but pretty dominant as they make their way to represent the Solid League in the finals. Crabs representing the Liquid League. Tied up at 1. That's what you want. That's Blaseball, baby. Thank you for tuning in to 90 Infinity 5 The Sports. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of live Blaseball. We'll take a quick break for the next 10 minutes or so. Then we'll be back for game number 3. Folks, bring your friends. Bring them in. Sure, Joey T, rub it in. Sorry, Mighty Mur. That's sports for you. If you lose, you gotta take the rubbing. Them's the ropes. We invest in these teams. We love them, but hey, sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. You get to enjoy the victories, but then you gotta suffer the losses. Money Murray, always happy to have you. Take a quick break, then we'll be back for game number 3 of the Internet Series between the Chicago Firefighters and the Baltimore Crabs. The commissioner's doing a great job, and we'll see you soon.
Okay. That's wild.
Happy Time Zone sports fans. Welcome back to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger. Your voice in the baseball playoffs here with John Serpico in the booth to cover Game 3 of the Internet Series between the Baltimore Crabs and the Chicago Firefighters. And we have the first run of the game already, John. The Crabs answer back, losing last game, their first loss of the playoffs. Come back and are up early 1-0.
Yeah, that's right, Joey. First and foremost, a pleasure as always to be here. Secondly, what a great game to call. This is the third game. You've got two teams tied at 1 apiece, and we're already experiencing a lot of action.
Right, you are, John. Again, the Crabs are known for just being so dominant in the playoffs, just sweeping the way. They swept their way through the first 2 rounds, but the Firefighters finally gave them their first loss. Crabs scoring another run up 2-0 over the Firefighters. Crabs last game were up 2-0, but the Firefighters clawed their way back, pun fully intended, and won the game to tie the series.
Indeed, Joey. One thing that's been very interesting, it's been one of the stories this season, is the fact that we have seen a contraction in the stars. We no longer have teams where everyone needs to be a 7-star player to make a difference. Now we have those stars falling to earth, so to speak, here. But despite that, you still see plenty of horsepower on the Crabs, even with this kind of grand reset. Where we live in a world again where a 3-star player can be good. We still see the Crabs demonstrating quite the advantage in natural talent.
Right, you are, John, and I would say it's refreshing. The Firefighters are the home team, so they are batting second. They are down by 2. Crabs end the top of the first with 2 very strong runs. Cyrus Dahlbeck is your pitcher for the Crabs. We have a pretty even matchup on the mound, 2.6 versus a 2.7 star pitcher. So it's all going to come down to the fielding and the offense of this one, John.
Without a doubt, Joey. And you know what? The odds makers have the same opinions that we do. This game is nearly a pick'em. The Firefighters are a 51% favorite, which is practically nothing at all, considering the home field advantage.
Right, you are, John. Dahlbeck gives up on their first at bat a walk to the Firefighters. That's a free on base. Vitamin batting. Bianca Vitamin, 1.3 star batter. Been absolutely dynamite this playoffs. Just very dynamic, very explosive. A lot of, they're not getting home runs, but they're getting so many RBIs and so many on bases.
Absolutely, Joey. And that really is what the playoffs should be all about. The great stories of the playoffs always come down to players playing beyond their star rating, playing beyond what the experts think is their natural ceiling. You get these real Hollywood tales when you see someone with a humble rating in the batting department get a lot of work done.
Right, you are. McGill gets a single. Poison on second, McGill on first. You might notice, hey, usually when a player is on first and there's a single, they usually end up on third. Well, that's part of that star contraction where those base running is lower. These players are just slower. So they're not making the attempts. They're not getting thrown out, but they're not that base thirsty. Well, I guess Poison was because they got caught stealing third base. See, not being able to make it. They wanted third. You see a lot of runs, a lot of steals just going through, in season 24, 23, 22.
Indeed. It really is a fundamentally different game. If you're on first base and a ball is put into play, you're going to end up on third. We all, as an audience, grow to expect that. These truly superhuman players doing truly superhuman things. However, with that star contraction, we are seeing, I think, a bit more mortality, so to speak, in all of these players. And I don't want to say mortality such that I am asking the forces of the universe to prove how mortal they are, but we are seeing more of ourselves in these players now that they've returned to Earth somewhat.
Yeah, you have like basically demigods out there with like the likes of Winnie Hess, who just were so dominant they were throwing balls north of 200 miles per hour and siphoning blood from anyone that's around them. You can have someone like, Crank Godot, who's a 2.7-star pitcher, and that's one of their best pitchers on their team, and that's something you can cheer for, and it's not going to sink your team. It'll be fun to watch, and you can enjoy it.
Indeed. This does not make Blaseball any less fun. It frankly opens up more options to us as a fan. It's not just Herculean efforts versus Herculean efforts and immovable objects getting run into by unstoppable forces. It dare I say, puts the bravery of these players more on display. These are no longer superheroes fighting CGI villains. These are people, and we can see ourselves in them.
It's a great take, John. Thank you for that. Crabs still at 2. Firefighters scoreless. Bottom of the second. 1 out, no one on base. Trebek batting. Trebek cuts it into left. Past the shortstop. Good for a single. 1 out, 1 on. Treadwell up to bat. Firefighters 0, Crabs 2. You're listening to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Up. My name is Joey T. Badger here with John Serpico. We are part of Extra Life, and we are supporting a Boston Children's Hospital, so thank you so much so far for supporting us. We're already halfway to our goal, about $500. Your money puts blood in the children's veins, so numbers go up, blood goes up. Thank you for everyone supporting. Consider if you have the means to do so. Link is in the chat. We want to make sure we spread the light forward here in Blaseball. Blaseball's done so much, at least for me personally, that I want to be able to at least make the world a little bit less dark. Swing and a miss will do it for the bottom of the second. Firefighters still scoreless. Top of the third, Crabs 2, Firefighters 0.
I think the fundraising that's going on, which is wonderful and benevolent, is a testament, Joey, both to the kind of commentary you do in the booth and your ability to bring people together with your words and deeds, and also a reflection of the audience we have, not just the Blaseball audience, but the Blaseball radio, the radio audience. We're part of something big and wonderful. It's a wonderful community, and that sense of community is, of course, very, very much on display for us.
Speaking of community, thank you for those nice words, John. Bring your friends in. This is the Internet Series. If you're new to Blaseball, let us know in the chat. We want to be able to support you, maybe wave or throw an emoji or whatever, because this is an exciting community, and we're full of people who want to welcome you. Because it's so much fun. So please let us know that you're here. Bring your friends in if they haven't experienced Blaseball before. This is, I'm biased, but this is a very fun way to experience the game, especially at its best. 2 awesome teams duking it out in the playoffs. Also, post in your Discords. Bring your Firefighters and your Crab family in here. Bring your Dale friends. Get them in here. This is a party, and the more people that are here, the better party it is.
Without a doubt, usually the best parties you go to are ones with plenty of people because the snack budget increases.
Yeah, and help us increase our snack budget.
Help us increase that snack budget. And sometimes those snacks are actual physical snacks, like a folding table full of chips and various
just eat the folding table.
Yeah,
a folding table, classic snack.
But sometimes those snacks are emotional snacks. The snacks that come from being in a room full of people with friendly smiles and shared interests and a great human bond of affinity.
Love that. Emotional. If you're a Crabs fan, you'll love this. You have bases loaded. Chadwell up to bat. 2 outs, though. Let's see if Godot can hang on. That ball's inside. 2-0. Walk here will give the Crabs a free score. Firefighters need to calm down this Crabs offense. They're already down by 2. Ball's inside. 3-1.
Now, if you're...
Sycamore coming up big with the scoop. That ball was going. They got there just in time. Gets the grab, gets the throw, gets the out. Somehow strands all runners on. Crabs still only winning by 2. Should be a lot more. Firefighters have an extra spark of a chance, John.
Samantha Sycamore really showed up with a big glove there. Sycamore, known obviously more for their batting than their defense. But again, this is the Internet Series is the time to rise above what the experts think you're capable of. If that ball got by Sycamore, this would have been a 4-0 game easily, and the complexion of it would be dramatically different.
Right, you are, John. Dazel, hello, welcome to chat. How's the donation drive going so far? Doing great. We're about halfway to our goal of $1,000 to support Boston's children. Fun fact, our top donor is Unity San Felipe at $100.
You know, that certainly makes a lot of sense. Unity San Felipe doing a tremendous amount of good in a Blaseball related universe called Little League. It's nice to see Unity doing a lot of work here as well.
She's so rich that she extends from the canon to the real world.
Her wealth transcends the bounds between dimensions.
You gotta love that. Top of the fourth, we're 1/3 of the way through the game. Crabs up 2-0 over the Firefighters. Penny, first batting for the Crabs, gets a cut into left field, and that's good for a single. Offshore up to bat, no outs, 1 on. And Offshore gets big contact, crushes it in the right field, sends Penny home on the double. Crabs up 3-0 over the Crabs. Crabs up 3-0 over the Firefighters. Runner on second, no outs. My goodness.
Yeah, and this is the kind of advantage that the Crabs have, even after this great reset and these stars falling more in line with some of the early seasons of Blaseball. You still have a lot of offensive firepower bunched together fairly tightly on the Crabs. Really, Malachi Others and Lorcan Mandavi, both great people, but not known for their offense, are in this lineup, but everybody else can swing a pretty beefy bat.
Right, you are, John, and that allows it. You know, the less stars on defense, the less stars on offense, and the less stars in pitching. It's allow people to rise up. If you have some hidden talents, things happen. And speaking of talents, Offshore is sent home on Others' single. Crabs extend their lead 4-0 over the Firefighters. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Godot letting this one get away from them. Last inning, they should have gave up a lot more runs. Their defense bailed them out, but they're not bailing them out here. This game's on Godot, John.
Without a doubt. And, as discussed, both, Godot, along with Link Larch, are really the two top flight pitchers on the Firefighters here. But Godot has had a lot of trouble really just putting those batters away. Godot's working late into those counts, but instead of outsmarting that batter or out-muscling that batter, those batters are finding a way.
Right, you are. Also, Dazel, I saw your post in Discord. I'm not seeing... Oh, I do see the typo. Whoops. Thank you for the typo. We have a Discord, by the way. Link is below in one of our card descriptions. It's the best community on the web. I'll say that.
Joe, would you say that Discord community is a great place to just hang out and also discuss things like the tabletop role-playing game Little League?
That is one of its many facets. I would say so. It's my favorite corner of the internet. It's full of supportive, very happy, very kind people. There's also just beautiful art, and we get to celebrate people's victories and encourage each other. It's very wholesome.
You're telling me that there is a positive bastion on the internet, and the link to it is just below?
It's hard to believe, but it's right there.
Well, how about that?
I would say it's as good as it's like the Baltimore Crabs of Discords. Like it really strong.
Is.
It's always shows up.
Bench. Everybody contributing. It's not just a couple of elite Discordians. It's everybody there is putting together one heck of a team.
Oh, I love it. I literally just hung out in a channel for a bit to screw my head on for a tough day. We all love this lobby. It is our lobby channel, named after our tabletop RPG. Watch it. It's good. It's good for episode 1 chat. Top of the 5th, John gets another walk from Godot. Firefighters still scoreless. Crabs up 4-0, and they're not letting go. They're claws on, claws up, claws are out.
It just seems that those Firefighters are not they're not taking their time. Now, if you're Crankadoe, if you're having a tough game, the thing that you want are your batters to come in, slow this game down, give you time to rest, recover, get your mind right for the next inning. We are seeing Firefighters making quick outs, and so Godot has to wander back out to the mound, knowing that they're down 4-0, and trying to dig down even deeper, knowing that they were unable to recharge between those innings.
Firefighters defense hearing you, John, because they coming up big with the bang-bang double play to end the inning for Godot, giving them the rest that they desperately need as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Zelda Treadwell first to bat for Chicago. Dahlbeck on the mound for the Crabs, pitching a shutout game so far. Treadwell gets underneath that one, offshore gets the glove, and that's out number 1.
A lot of great movement on that pitch, and I know we've been talking about Godot's struggles on the mound, but let's not forget that it takes 2 to tango in terms of a pitching duel. And Cyrus Dahlbeck is pitching a really, really smooth game. These are not overpowering pitches. We're not seeing strikeout after strikeout stack up here. But this is as quiet
so
a shutout game. And of course, get loud the second I say quiet.
As offshore power hitting, up ball's gone. Firefighters on the board with a solo home run off of a rear mistake by Dahlbeck. The Firefighters make them pay, and the Firefighters suddenly in this game again.
The difference, and I say it all the time, the difference between a 4-0 game and a 4-1 game is huge. It shows that Cyrus Dahlbeck is human after all, and that if you play smart enough baseball, you will get some runs on the board. The question, of course, for the Firefighters is if they are starting to wake that offense up, do they have enough innings left to close the distance?
Right, you are, John. Vitamin batting, runner on first, 2 outs. Vitamin, a good contact hitter. I'll see if they can advance the runner here. 2-2 pitch coming from Dahlbeck, but Poison gets caught stealing second base. I know what you're going to say, John. You're not happy with that decision.
I'm really not. We just saw 1 run on the board. We don't need to rush perfection here. Rome was not built in a day. Every so often, you look at crime as a way to fast forward your way to a comeback, and sometimes it works, often it does not.
It was flashy. Smelt like desperation, John. It kind of feels like, the Firefighters are getting desperate out there. They don't trust their pitcher. It sends bad vibes to Godot. You have someone who's, not on paper a good player, quote, but Vitamin's been there. I just says, hey, Vitamin, I don't trust you.
And now look at this. That inning was cut short, and the first thing Godot did was give up a walk.
You need to give Godot rest.
This shows that Godot is not getting those batteries recharged.
No, I think that's gonna be the story of the game. Godot just not getting bailed out by their team. Obviously, they're not having a good game, but Blaseball is a team sport. And Penny gets caught stealing second base. Good awareness by Godot to get the out at second, and then right into that inside fastball gets him swinging for out number 2.
And now, if we see Godot do this the rest of the game, all of a sudden the Firefighters have 4 innings to get 3 runs. Still a fairly Herculean task, but not impossible. We just need Godot to play to the best of their abilities straight through, just like that. Their beautiful, beautiful pitch right by Mandavi. Mandavi couldn't do much with it.
Well, Godot gets gets a stealing attempt out and 2 strikeouts to end the top of the 6th. That's a good answer. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Vitamin's still up. They were up when the last out was a caught stealing attempt. Firefighters down by 3.
Indeed, it looks like we have a report down from the field. Sanguis Caceres, who has great seats, reminds us that if the series against the Garages taught them anything, it's to never count out the Firefighters. And rest assured, we are not. We are seeing a tricky performance on the mound from the Firefighters pitcher, but if Godot slows down and the Firefighters bat heats up, all of a sudden things get even more exciting.
Right, you are, John. A strikeout and a fly out will be 2 quick outs for the Firefighters. Pat Lopez next to bat for the Firefighters. The offense still not igniting here for Chicago. And thank you for saying that that lovely Twitch person's name. I was puzzling out how to pronounce it, but I know that you like your Roman lore, and that sounds very Roman to me.
That I do, Joey. When I'm frozen solid in a block of ice between seasons. It gives you plenty of time to think, and my mind instinctually goes back to the classical age.
I love it. And Plateau with a runner on. That big hit will not tie the game, but bring the Firefighters within striking distance. A 2-run home run. Big time by Plateau. Plateau helping the Firefighters scale their huge deficit. We have a ball game, John.
Joey, this is a dramatically different game than it was merely 30 seconds ago. Instead of 4-0, instead of 4-1, it's a 4-3 game. The Firefighters have 3 1/3 innings to get 1 run to put this thing in extras, so long as Godot can hold on. That is a heck of a story.
Right, you are, John. Trebek on first with a single, 2 outs, and all that scoring coming on 2 outs, so that's a good sign of a championship team. That's why the Firefighters are here. That's why they were in the running for top of the league during the regular season. Let's see if Treadwell can cash in and possibly tie this game up, John.
Indeed. It really does. It goes to show that the heart of the Firefighters is still beating. They still remain optimistic. And, I would not complain about Andrew Trebek stealing second base. That didn't seem like a desperation steal. That absolutely seemed like a steal of great confidence.
Right, you are. They didn't need it as Dahlbeck gives up a walk, putting runners on first and second. That's in scoring position. Samantha Sycamore, Big Stick Sycamore up to bat. That ball's inside 2-0. But Trebek getting greedy, gets caught stealing third base. Why?
Heartbreaking. Again, damage was done. But considering how Sycamore has been playing this game, trust that bat. See what Sycamore could do.
You're in scoring position. 2 outs. Why?
We cannot, even though the pressures of calling a good baseball game are high, it is hard for us to imagine the even greater pressure of playing it. And of course, Andrew Trebek might have seen something that we couldn't have seen up here and tried to capitalize, but, crime doesn't pay.
Right, you are, John. Parks the Paladin, welcome. First time chatter. Let's go Firefighters. Yeah, we are from Chicago. Firefighters closing the gap. Within 1, that's striking distance. Crank Godot needs to hang on here. 2 outs, 1 on. Needs to settle down. It could be anyone's ball game. Don John gets underneath that one. Vitamin comes up big, gets underneath it, gets the glove. That was really quick. 1, 2, 3 for the Crabs.
Very, very efficient half inning. Godot was not taking chances, was throwing good, reliable pitches from the middle of their repertoire. And now the Firefighters have 9 outs to make a difference.
Oh, there you go. Also, my new favorite bit, said by Days, I'll give a comedy point for that. Why? Serp hates that. Every time there's a caught stealing, Serp hates that.
It's, despite my screaming down to the field, they still steal. And, there was a time long ago in a sport very, very different than this one called football, when they introduced the forward pass. And many coaches didn't like the forward pass because when you throw the ball forward, the old adage went, 3 things could happen and only one of them was good. And I feel like with stealing, it is often the case here. You're going to get caught, you're going to deflate your team, and that happens a lot more often than a successful steal.
Right, you are, John. I love that wisdom. I've heard of this football thing. Maybe I'll catch on one of these days. Offshore batting. Offshore gets the hit. Sycamore out at second base, who had a single earlier. 1 out, 1 on. Poison back up the bat. Firefighters 3, Crabs 4. You're listening to game number 3 in the internet series between Baltimore and Chicago. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball Playoffs. Here with John Serpico in the booth to cover this very exciting game. Firefighters trying to claw their way back from a 0-4 deficit, and they may be doing it. Vitamin batting now, 2 outs, runner on second scoring position, but Vitamin unfortunately can't get it past Penny, and that will do it for the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, that was a very solid defensive play from Amos Penny. Amos Penny, I think, is a great player both in the field and on defense. The Stars matched only by their heart here, and that was if this final score holds, that's going to be a very interesting play to look back on in the highlights.
Right, you are, John. Silver Knights, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Also, a reminder that we are raising money for the Boston Children's Hospital as part of Extra Life. We've raised over $400 so far. thank you so much. We really appreciate your generosity. If you do have the means, consider going to the link in the chat and throwing a couple bucks to put blood into children's veins. Top of the 8th, Crabs 4, Chicago Firefighters 3. Chadwell, pop fly, grabbed by Poison. That's out number 2. Crank Godot, still surviving, still keeping the Crabs at 4 and keeping the Firefighters in this one.
Absolutely. Godot doing exactly what they are supposed to do here. Once the score narrowed to 4-3, Godot needed to settle down, needed to stop that bleeding, so to speak, and that's exactly what they've done.
Right, you are. Comedy point given away to Plain Zebra in the chat. 3 things could happen, and only one good is also describes every choice in Blue League. Yep, that's correct. And swinging and a miss, Godot gets him on the sinker. Wow, great pitch. We don't see that pitch out of Godot that often, but just that extra little gamesmanship.
Absolutely, that is a in case of emergency, break open glass kind of pitch, and that is exactly what happened there.
Gotta love it. Giving the Firefighters a chance in this one. Bison McGill, first to bat for the Firefighters. Firefighters down by 1. Firefighters and Crabs tied at 1 win apiece in his first of 3 win series. Vomua, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Bison, my son. People love Bison. No waiting for Godot, says chat. Payoff pitch coming from Dahlbeck. And McGill tips it foul straight back to stay alive. 3-2. And now Dahlbeck gives up a walk. Oh, that's big, John. With
yes,
no outs.
It is indeed with no outs. That is a free base. Now, Bison McGill not necessarily a threat to steal. Bison McGill, much like Chicago itself, a big ponderous city. Bison McGill is a big and ponderous base runner. So, will you look at that?
Yep, McGill trundling the second, does not beat the throw. Also, that outfielder had days to throw it.
That was a slow trot, as if this was not the Internet Series. But we all know that Bison McGill was running at their top speed.
Right, you are. They're trying their best, and it's all you can ask for them. And oh no, Trebek with a ground out. You know, you have 2 fielder's choices in a row, then a ground out. Oof. Hate to see that for your Chicago. You had contact, you're making plays out there, but none of them being cashed in, John.
Indeed, Joey. A very deflating inning. What that means, of course, is that the road is now very clear. Godot needs to have a 1-2-3 inning here, and then give the Firefighters 3 outs to work their magic.
Right, you are, John. And Godot gets one of them. Trebek gets a ground out for out number 1. Mondavi next to bat. 1 out, no one on. Crabs 4, Firefighters 3. Top of the 9th inning. You're listening to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. Mondavi hits that one, but defense comes up with a great play by the shortstop, and that will be out number 2. Walnut batting, swing and a miss, strike 1. Godot may do what they can to give the Firefighters a chance. 4 runs against the Crabs. That's not bad. That's not a bad outing. This game's not on Godot.
No, without a doubt. Godot, as is often the case, regardless of the season, Godot was probably looking at that Crabs lineup with a little bit of nerves. But we see a great second half of the game out of Godot. Godot is doing what they need to do right now. The Firefighters' batters have to hold up their end of the bargain in the bottom of this inning.
Right, you are, John. But Godot falling apart, as we say it, the sportscaster's curse. And there it is on the 3-0 pitch. Gives up a juicy one. That ball is bouncing off the back while others safe at third, sending Walnut home. Crabs pull out 5-3 over the Firefighters. Beach batting, runner on third now. 2 outs. Godot, so close. Falling apart the last second, John.
The narrative is changing by the inning, it seems. We had a blowout game. Things narrowed over time. Godot settled down. All of a sudden, we're talking about, can the Firefighters manufacture 1 run? And yep, a laser, a seeing eye triple rattling around in the outfield. And all of a sudden, 5-3 sounds pretty different.
Yeah, and now you have runners on first and third. Godot gives up the walk. 2 outs. Crabs are up by 2. Trying to give your team a chance. The runners, the batter's not showing up on my screen. There he goes. Don John batting. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. 2-1 count.
Very patient so far. I like Don John's approach.
And Don John gets the hit, but Trebek in the second base person slot gets it. gets the trot over the first and the tag, and that will do it for the top of the 9th, bottom of the 9th. 3 outs remaining. Firefighters down by 2 runs. Game number 3 of the Internet Series. Firefighters need this. If they get behind the Crabs, it's all over.
Without a doubt. Now, what Treadwell needs to do here as the first batter is take some pitches. That's a lot of good patience. We see a ball 1 here. And that was the hit. That was the hit right there.
It was a good pitch. They saw the pitch. They wanted it. They got it. Not trying to swing for the fences. Great between the 2 infielders. Be happy with a single. Send up Samantha Sycamore, one of your hitters who make it happen. 2-0 is the count. No outs, 1 runner on. Firefighters down by 2. And there it is. Dahlbeck gives up a walk.
Now
No
this
outs,
is getting
2 on,
interesting. Tron has to get this ball in the air. We do not want to see a double play in the infield.
Sikkim says the chat, and that they did. Offshore batting, 1-1 count. Pitch from Dahlbeck. And that ball's inside, 2-1. Firefighters down by 2. We are in shame watch with 2 runners on, no outs. And Offshore gets the hit, but right to third base. Treadwell's tagged out. That's out number 1. Poison batting, 1 out, 2 on. And another hit over to third. The third base person coming up big, 2 outs in a row. Runners on first and second. Vitamin batting. Let's see if the dynamic underdog player Vitamin can make something happen. Swing and miss, strike 1 on the 0-1 pitch. Vitamin gets underneath it, but it won't go far enough. Don John gets it, gets the grab. Exciting finish, but the Firefighters unable to make up an early deficit. The Firefighters start this game 0-2, and they will lose by 2 runs. Congratulations, Crabs. They go up in the series 2 wins to 1 in this first 3-win series. Let's see some GGs in the chat.
2 runners on, no outs, and 2 balls in a row hit along the third base line that did not leave the infield. That is a heartbreaking way to end an inning that started with so much promise. But of course, we are watching an ascendant Baltimore Crabs do it on both sides of the plate, and we have to tip our hats off to both take our hats off to both teams. But of course, this was the Crabs' day.
Yeah, the Crabs came to play. The Crabs seem inevitable. The Firefighters did get 1 win in the series. There's still anything can happen, John, but it just seems like the Crabs are here. They've always been dominant, and that seems like a universal constant as we explore the various pocket dimensions and the multiverse. That Crabs are just good. Crabs good.
The Crabs are, and now obviously what we're seeing here in the game yet to come is the Firefighters are a more heavy favorite this time around. But again, are the Crabs a force of nature? Is history repeating itself as it has many times before? We will find out very soon.
Right, you are, John. It's going to be a very interesting game. If I can find it, hold on. Let's look at the matchup. And the Firefighters 59% favorites in this game, big favorites. That's your Joey T. Badger bet of the week. Is the Firefighters here? I guarantee, not guarantee, but I can see the Firefighters here with the pitching lineup. Tira Mario, the 2.1 star pitcher, going against Uninsky, less than a star pitcher. I can see the Firefighters bats finally coming alive here. They were stifled a bit last game. I can see them coming alive here, tying the series up at 2 wins.
Without a doubt. And Joey, it seems like the odds makers definitely agree with you. Again, when you're dealing with a starting pitcher that is sub 1 star, it is very, very easy to look at a lineup of good batters and start convincing yourself they're great batters. And the question, of course, is, we're looking at these raw numbers here. We're seeing a very favorable pitching matchup for the Firefighters here. But as I was saying, are the Crabs the team of destiny? And it's up to you how to spend your betting dollar. But for me, even though this says 59-41, I think this is a coin flip of a game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, John. I also like your take on other Crabs, the team of destiny. Is that what you said?
It is indeed, and if not, I will take credit for it anyway.
Great, as it should be. Welcome to the world of sportscasting. And I'm putting that poll in the chat, so chat, let us know. Are the Crabs the team of destiny? Yes, claws up. No, we are from Chicago.
Now, Joey, speaking briefly of destiny, I think it's very, very important that folks remember that often they are the architects of their own destiny. And if people decide that it is part of their destiny to enjoy comedy and drama on a Tuesday night,
a dramedy, if you will.
A dramedy, if you will, maybe 8 p.m. Eastern Time, is there something you could recommend so that people could seize their destiny and enjoy high-quality, family-friendly entertainment full of big emotions and big laughs?
My God, yes. John, you're talking about our weekly tabletop RPG, which is more of a radio play than just, rolling numbers and trying to get the high number to continue. It's we're collaboratively building this world, exploring the universe of Blaseball in the eyes of super heroic 10-year-olds trying to keep everyone safe. It's an ongoing series, but it's still accessible to everyone. Last week we had a special episode where we created a new team in Chicago that is currently in our VODs here on Twitch, but that's going up on YouTube. If you want to check it out, Blue League at youtube.com/thesplortshub. That's a lot to remember, so I will share the link to episode 1 in the chat.
And as Joey's doing that, a nice reminder that these are about 70 to 80 minute, really radio plays about 10-year-old friends fighting great big evils. And it's accessible even if you haven't seen the first 45 episodes. But if you are a completionist, that YouTube link is your best friend. All of the episodes are archived right there.
And your second best friend is the podcast. We have a live podcast wherever you get your podcasts, or podcast.blueleague.com for the audio versions of that. Episodes 1 through 4 are on there right now. And, I love... Oh, McSplody! Big $40 to Extra Life. Numbers go up! Blood goes up! Thank you so much, McSplody. Congratulations to your crab so far. We have cracked our 500 mark. We are past 50% way to our $1,000 goal for Boston Children's Hospital as part of Extra Life. Thank you so much, McSplody. Also, we had an anonymous donation earlier, so numbers go up, blood goes up. That was by Anonymous, but this is a quote for Chicago and Boston Children's. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Wonderful stuff. And as mentioned before, truly a testament to the fans of Blaseball, the fans of Blaseball Radio and the Sports Hub. Really, it's a wonderful community that when they come together, they can do great things, like get money together for a truly exceptional cause.
Absolutely. I remember we had our 1-year anniversary stream several months ago when we raised over $5,000 for Girls Who Code, and that was monumental. So my heart still goes out to everyone for that event, and thank you so much for supporting Boston Children's Hospital today.
Can you believe it's been well over a year?
It feels like it. It feels like forever.
But in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
But also maybe in the worst possible way. But definitely the best possible way.
Yeah, it's a superposition of good. But the chat, once again, you are the people who keeps bringing us back. So thank you for that. Also, speaking of chat, let's get more people in here. We're about 50 people right now, which is great. But this is an elimination game. Crabs knocking on the door of the first ever Short Circuits Internet Series. So let's bring them in. Let's celebrate the crowd's victory or watch a great game as the Firefighters tie it up. So either way, sounds like a storybook ending to me, John.
Without a doubt. I think, as is often the case with the Internet Slearies, I said Slearies. That was not intentional, but the mouth wants what it wants.
It wants L's.
Very rarely are we I would say I've never been disappointed with the outcome of an Internet series. There is a storyline every single Internet series, and even if the team that you are pulling for, the team that you are betting vast fortunes on loses, you are watching brave, amazing players play brave, amazing Blaseball. And it's on the biggest possible stage.
Yeah, it's fun, and there's a reason why we watch. There's a reason why we fall in love. You don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. Crabs could dominate. Crabs could fall from grace. We saw that happen against the Charleston Shoe Thieves in season number 10, where they were up 2-0 in the series, and then the Shoe Thieves reverse sweeped and then fought God and then got beaten down by God.
Exactly.
That's Blaseball, baby.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah. Well, John, thank you so much for being in the booth. We're going to take a quick break before returning to game number 4 of the Internet Series. Chat, thank you so much for being here. Invite your friends. The Sports Hub is not done yet. We're still raising money for Extra Life. We're still in Chicago. We are still from Chicago, specifically Chicago, as both these teams fighting it for the first Short Circuits Internet Series. John, thank you so much for being here. Jet, thank you for being here. Commissioner's doing a great job, and we'll see you soon. This is an automated hot mic message from Joey T. Badger, Pax the Paladin. Thank you so much for your $50 donation. Number goes up, blood goes up. just taking care of some technical stuff on our end, but we have an early score by the Firefighters. We have a special guest we're working on, so thank you for your patience. Joey Good, baby! Joey, the D stands for good. Working on it now. Here comes the crossover. Happy time zone, sports fans. Welcome back to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name's Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball playoffs. It's the internet series between the Chicago Firefighters and the Baltimore Crabs. Have you heard of them? Fighting to earn their first internet series championship. The Crabs up 2-1 in the series, down 0-1 in this game in this first 2-3 series. We have a guest coming in soon, so that's what we were working on. So excuse me while I'm trying to get that to work. But we have a game here in Baltimore. Crabs are the home team, so they'll be batting second, which they are. And there's Don John, strong double deep in the left field at the wall, sending others home, Beach home, and then say goodbye to that lead, Chicago. Chicago's leads are very rare in the series, and there goes that one. Crabs up 2-1, bottom of the first, one out, runner on second base. And there she is. Folks, please give a warm welcome to one of the voices of the Chicago Firefighters. It's Gus D.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gus D, a.k.a. Calf, a.k.a. your third favorite Firefighters caster. I am reasonably on time. Asterisk.
Well, it's great. Well, I asked you like 5 minutes up of the game, so like that is perfectly fine. So please don't feel bad. We're so happy to have you here in the booth. So excited for this game.
All right.
And what a matchup we have, Calf.
We sure do. Firefighters and Crabs have a long history going back to the Discipline era together. What with even season 1, we had a bunch of series together, forming the bonds of what was originally called Crabcago. Then apparently somebody's sibling said, "Hey, shouldn't it be Chicago? That's way funnier."
It's objectively
and
better.
Here we are now.
I actually had no idea that there was such a storied history between these two teams. I know that people keep saying, Chicago, they're always happy to have this matchup, and they were rooting for this matchup. I didn't know they actually had that already happening.
Oh yeah. Firefighters we get along with everyone.
Oh.
That being said, we also have our lovely flirting rivalry with the Sunbeams, but that's for a different time.
Well, it's like the Sunbeams love the sun, and the Chicago Firefighters want to put out the sun. So I can see that there's just friction. There's just natural friction there.
It's large uncontained fire. Can't have that. Happy to represent the Smash Bros team.
Yes, Chicago Firefighters, a lot of various Nintendo property or Nintendo adjacent properties. You have folks like Zelda, you have folks like Link, you have Mario all here. Doug, and the storied Nintendo character Doug.
Yeah, well, the last name is Wobble, which is a term in competitive Smash Bros.
Oh, wow.
So that's why we said specifically the Smash Bros team.
Oh, and that does make sense. Question from Shiny Dan in the chat. Hello, Shiny Dan. What are the pitchers' records like? Ooh, I don't know.
Yes. So, Tira Mario is pitching, who is one of our better pitchers, actually. Unfortunately, next game, if it comes down to a game 5, Crabs are at a heavy advantage because, I'll be blunt, Doug Wapple kind of sucks.
Yeah, we casted the game earlier, and oh boy, Weebles Wobble and the Chicago Fires fell down when they're on the mound. So if you can avoid that, that would be nice.
Indeed.
Top of the third inning here in Baltimore. Chicago Firefighters 1, Crabs 2. Uninsky on the mound for the Crabs, pitching okay game so far. Tron Offshore batting for the Firefighters. 1 out, no one on base.
Tron Offshore. So we haven't been doing like quote-unquote official lore or anything. We just like heck post around.
Yeah, we love a good heck post here on the Sports Hub.
However, Tron Offshores I think is the most cursed and therefore my favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is that Tron Offshore is a living NFT.
Oh boy, that is cursed. Any kind of NFT is cursed. Shine Dan, thank you for the follow. Yeah, cursed NFT. Yeah, that sounds about right. Tron Offshore. Yeah.
We also, so with a lot of our players, one of our formerly representatives, but a long-known community member, Laser Messiah, makes portraits for all of our players using the program Artbreeder to varying qualities, and it's great.
I love it. Where can people find that art?
So a lot of it, she just posts in our Sidecord, oftentimes also in fan work on the main Discord, server.
Makes sense. If folks are new to Blaseball, a Sidecord is our colloquial term to a team's specific Discord that's not on the main Blaseball Discord. I believe links to that are on the Firefighters page or Discord in the Blaseball Discord. I believe that's open to everyone. Is that correct, Guest D?
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Boo. All right, that was our cast, everyone.
All right. From
Peyton Beach. Yeah, there we are. A strong pound in the left field gets them on second base. 2 outs. Runner on scoring position to Mario on the mound for the Firefighters, letting up 2 earned runs so far. But Don John, high and deep in the right, gets the glove on it, is Trebek, and that's out number 3. We are 3 innings in the books, Guest D, and the Firefighters down by 1.
I just learned that Tierra Mario's pregame ritual is air drumming.
That's great.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I feel like, especially as a batter, a pitcher, you want to warm up your arms, and I feel like that's a great way to do so.
Yeah.
Blood type ball.
Yeah.
They have ball blood. Great. Is ball blood good? New? I feel like that's new.
The ball blood. Yeah.
Ball blood? Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that is new. As is strike blood.
Ooh.
I believe ball blood is going to be I forget specific name of the modification, but it's basically that you get a walk on only 3 balls. However,
that would be good. I feel like that is could be a very overpowered ability.
Yeah, and then right next to it in the distortions list, we have strike blood, and based on that icon, I assume it would give the 4th strike.
Oh, McGill clobbering that ball off the back wall in right field, rounding second safe at third, sliding. McGill scoring position, Lopez batting, 1 out. Firefighters down by 1, but great opportunity here for Lopez if they can cash in. Uninsky letting up a big mistake there.
Come on, big bat Pat.
Lopez gets underneath it. It's going, but Penny goes to the glove at the wall and gets it. That's out number 2. Plateau up to bat. Plateau having a great game last game.
Yeah.
Can tie it here with a single.
Yeah. Chandra has very inconsistent results. You never know what to expect, and I think that just makes it more interesting for the spectators.
Well, unfortunately, they do ground out after 2 swinging strikes, stranding the runner at third base. That was the opportunity to tie it up here. Unfortunately, they squander it. So Mario will take the mound again, bottom of the 4th inning, and the Crabs will retain their 2-1 lead.
Firefighters' tradition of win by 1 or lose by 1, I guess, is still strong, even in the short circus.
It's a strong brand, Guest D. It's a strong brand. And swing and a miss for strike 2, and called strike inside corner. Mario gets the strikeout for out number 1. Chadwell up to bat, no one on base, 1 out. Tight tolerances, right? You are 10K FM. Calf, did you just say short circus? It's been a bit of a circus. Oh, actually, it hasn't been a circus. I feel like the short circus, it's been very tame. It's very tame Blaseball, which is nice.
Not intentionally, but I will take credit for it because I think that's funnier.
There you go. That is the sportscaster's way. We was like, oh, yeah, I definitely said that. Yeah, always take credit for everything.
Absolutely.
Penny up the bat. 2-1 count. 2 outs, no one on base. Inside
what's
corner,
that?
call strike. Oh, Mario get another strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts, and that's out number 3. Inning 4 is now an outing. Firefighters still keep it a 1-score game as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Uninsky on the mound for Baltimore. The Firefighters will send up Andrew Trebek first to bat.
Well, on voice chat with some others, I sent Firefighters when I meant to say crabs, but I fixed it like at the last second, so I said fire crabs.
Fire crabs, I like it. That sounds scary. It feels like the next evolution of a crab is like, yeah, we'll just be combustible.
Yeah.
Or
You're for fire ants, get ready for fire crabs.
Yeah, there you go. They just hurt that much more. Very scary. All joking aside from Shiny Dan, this has been a pitching duel. I would agree with that. Both defenses coming up big here. Uninsky gives up another mistake, gives up a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Big stick Sycamore batting. Sycamore contact. Cuts it into right field. Sycamore going to first. Sycamore safe at first. Treadwell rounding second, safe at second base. Tron Offshore set up for a possible lead change or at least a tying score. Runners on first and third. 1 out. Tron Offshore gets the hit. And hits it right to the shortstop. They tag the runner out at second base, but Sycamore, but runner is sent home. We have a tied ball game at 2 runs apiece. 2 outs, 1 on. Poison up the bat.
I guess Zelda tread well.
I would say so. Tread well and tread proud. Poison tops that to first base. Easy tag for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Firefighters tie it up at 2 runs apiece. Guesty, how do you think that this game's going to shake out? Firefighters are clear favorites in this one. The folks in Vegas, believe in the Firefighters lineup as the pitching is pretty even. But the Crabs are so dangerous.
Yeah. So my prediction is, all right, it's going to stay, all right, full hubris.
Oh, please do.
Yes. Honest opinion is that it's going to be like, going to stay tied. We're going to get really tight pitching up until the 8th inning. Somewhere in the 8th inning, something absolutely dramatic is going to happen, and one team is going to get at least 4 runs. 4 runs.
Wow, that is a hot take, Guesty. You know how to do it. But the Crabs will go 1, 2, 3 in order, and that will do it for inning number 5. We'll head to the top of the 6th, tied at 2 runs apiece in this game 4 of the Internet Series between the Firefighters and the Baltimore Crabs. Winner, if the Crabs win here, they win their first Internet Series in the short circuits era. If the Firefighters win, well, they're forcing a game 5.
Yeah.
And Fring in the says we love hubris, and that's very true. We love hubris here on the Sports Hub. You can't spell hubris without hub.
You can't spell hubris without you and I.
Oh, there it is. I'll give a comedy point for that.
Let's go!
Let's go! Bison McGill batting, 1 out, no one on base, still tied at 2 runs apiece. Bison McGill up to bat, gets the hit. That ball's going, and gone. The Firefighters with a solo home run from Bison McGill off the pitch from Uninsky take the lead 3-2. Wow, love to see that power hitting.
You know what? I'll take Big Grog. That's okay.
Yeah. That is a sportscaster's curse. Yeah, it's 6th inning. It looks like an 8, so there you are.
Yeah.
Pat Lopez grounds out to Hicks for out number 2. No one on base. Firefighters regain the lead 3-2 over Baltimore in this game 4 of the Internet Series. Also, I forgot to point out, we got a donation from Dazel earlier, 30 minutes ago, saying we are all love Blaseball for $30. So numbers go up. Blood goes up. Thank you for supporting Boston Children's Hospital. We, of course, are raising money for Boston Children's Hospital through Extra Life, which is a day-long stream, multi-stream big event where we raise money for the children. So your money literally buys blood in the children's veins. This is not backed up by facts anywhere, but you are helping children out. I like to think of it as, as baseball is a blood sport. You're giving them blood. That's me. Others makes contact, cut into right. That's a single. No outs, 1 on. Beach up the bat.
The past few games, this series, I saw at least what felt like quite a few sack plays from Peyton. Not happening there, but I guess perhaps a pattern to be aware of moving forward.
Yeah, right. You are. It's it's not a lot of times. You think of the Crabs as a very, very showy team, a very self-centered team. Some would say. I wouldn't say that, but there it is. Don John, huge hit coming up big. That ball is gone, and I believe yes, it has combusted. That ball was hit so hard it caught fire. It's out of the park. And also, the lead is now out of the Chicago Firefighters' hands as the Crabs, with that 2-run home run, take a 4-3 lead over the Firefighters, and Robbie Hicks follows it up with a single.
And to the owner of the white sedan in parking lot area H, you are very lucky. The ball was only about 3 inches away from hitting the hood of your car.
You consider yourself very lucky or unlucky, depending on your philosophy of life, because it could be lucky that, oh yeah, it missed me, but you could be unlucky that you were threatened so much. It seems like you're more of an optimist, guest D.
I'm an optimist because I don't know any different.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yay. Optimism is always great. Found first time chatter. I agree. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Turtle Dan 4. How concerned should I be about the blood? Not concerned. Blood's great. We love blood.
I believe this is a joke.
Yeah, we are all mostly blood. Penny up the bat, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Crabs retake the lead 4-3 over the Firefighters. And Penny with contact. Vitamin comes up with the scoop and the throw, and that's out number 3. 6 innings in the books. We have the Firefighters down by 1 of a score 3-4 to the Baltimore Crabs in game number 4 of the Internet Series. My point about the Crabs, about sacrifice hits, it feels like this team's very much like, they're happy to play small ball, to be patient when it comes to batting. That, as long as you're getting runs, that's fine. You don't have to score yourself. You don't have to hit it out of the park, which is what we're used to with all these stars, that I feel like scoring only really came from home runs back in season 23-24.
Indeed. Chicago, during the main seasons, is known for their wall of fire defense. To a lesser extent, but still to an extent, this is carrying over here into Gamma. And even with these new players, it does feel like they are carrying the spirit of Chicago with them.
Right, you are guest D. Let's see if Sycamore can keep carrying their teams. They get the hit, but Offshore comes up big with that scoop and toss, and out number 3. The Firefighters fall down in order, so we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Udinsky will give way to Mario, and the Firefighters are down 3-4 to the Baltimore Crabs.
A personal highlight of the last game for me was Iliad Offshore hitting a flyout to Tron Offshore.
Oh, I didn't even notice that there were 2 offshores, offshore to offshore.
Yeah.
Which sounds like an illegal transaction in international waters, offshore to offshore.
Yeah. It's only a crime if you get caught.
That's right, you are. That is correct. That's the advice of the Sports Hub. Don't get caught when doing your crimes. The more you know. Walnut up the bat, 2 outs, no one on. Crabs 4, Firefighters 3. Mario with the 3-1 pitch coming to Walnut. And Walnut will get the hit, but Lopez comes up with it, gets the tag, and that's out number 3. It is that firewall defense we were talking about, guest D. Inning 7's now an outing. 6 outs remaining for the Firefighters to hopefully make up a 1-run deficit. And here's the 8th inning you were talking about. Starts off with Tron Offshore.
Tron Offshore, as well as Bianca Vitamin, share a common theme in that their actual batting stats are not particularly impressive. But if they get on base, they will run.
Oh, they're speedy. 3.6 stars used to not be a liability in the old league, but now it's like, ooh, they're really good at running.
Yeah, personally, that's one thing I'm grateful for now that we're doing short circuits and stuff. Like, that star inflation is just cut way down, and it feels like the numbers mean more in and of themselves.
Right, you are. Payoff pitch coming. Ball is hit high and deep, but gloved for out number 1. Poison up the bat, 1 out. No one on base. Firefighters down by 1. Another reminder, we are our goal of $1,000. We're getting pretty close. We are 58% of the way there. So thank you for your support for the Boston Children's Hospital. If you have the means or money, consider supporting a great cause. Hit the link in the chat to throw a couple bucks. Anything helps. You want to put, $5? That's great. That's helping put blood in children's veins. Help make those numbers go up. We want those numbers up.
Number go up.
Number go up. Number go up. Never surrender. Unfortunately, the firefighters are numbers not going up, so hopefully they don't surrender. As we give way to the bottom of the 8th, Mario back on the mound for the firefighters. Others up the bat. Firefighters unable to make anything happen on offense. Still down by 1 run. Quick out for the Crabs. Beach next to bat. Beach grounds out to Trebek. That's 2 outs in a row for Mario. No one on base. Crabs still up by a 10 US1, but enough to win this game and win them the championship. Don John next to bat.
So, a little bit ago, I actually looked up Don John. Just like, okay, wait, is that actually, like, am I pronouncing it correctly? All that jazz. Turns out that's the name of the tower in, like, the medieval castles.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Huh. The more you know. Thank you for that fun fact. And Don John, in fact, will ground out, and that will be 1, 2, 3 in order for the Crabs. Top of the 9th inning, 3 outs remaining in this ball game. Firefighters need 1 run to keep their season alive. Firefighters down by 1 win in the series. If the Crabs win this one, they win it all. Guess D, Pat Lopez, first to bat. Here we go. This is Blaseball,
all right,
baby.
Come on. Pack and bat. I know this.
We are from Chicago. Let's see if they play like it. 0-2 pitch is inside. 1-2. That one's high in the zone. Chubby coming in big with a donation of 100 smackaroons.
Ooh.
Chubby, thank you so much for your for your awesome donation. Numbers go up, blood goes up. Chubby asking who's winning. Love it, Chubby.
The
thank
fans.
you so much.
The fans are winning.
The fans are always winning. We always win in the end. But unfortunately, the Firefighters are not winning. But Plateau gets a cut in the left and gets on base with a single. 1 out, 1 on. Firefighters down by 1. Trebek up to bat. Uniski on the mound for the Baltimore Crabs. Trebek gets the hit, but Plateau's thrown out at second base. Doesn't get there in time. 2 outs, 1 on. Treadwell at the bat. Guess this could be the last at bat.
Fielder's choice for 200, Trebek.
Oh, you hate that, especially at this point in the game. Having runner on second would be so nice in scoring position, but it's up to Zelda Treadwell. Could be the last at bat for this season. That ball's inside. 2-1 count. 2 outs, 1 on. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Uniski to Treadwell, and that one's high in the zone. That's a ball. Full count pitch to Treadwell. 1 runner on. 2 outs, and Treadwell makes contact. A cut into right past the second base person. Trebek stays at second as the ball's thrown to third. Samantha Sycamore, big stick Sycamore. Sycam says the chat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 outs. Another big swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Firefighters down by 1. Top of the 9th inning. Need a score here. That ball is outside. 1-2 count. 2 outs. 2 on. That ball is inside. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch from Uniski, and in.
Oh.
They get the hit, but Robbie Hicks comes up big, gets the tag, and the crowd goes wild. The Baltimore Crabs in Game 4 will win the Internet Series. Congratulations, Baltimore, on your first Internet Series in the Short Circuits era. You did it, Crabs. We're not surprised. Let's see some GGs in the chat for a good game between these two teams.
Wow. The Crabs.
Right up to the end, guess the wow. Just, also, congratulations, Firefighters. Excellent work. Such, that's a season to be proud of.
Yeah. The overall feeling in our team chat was just like, look, we got it. We got Chicago to happen. That is good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Firefighters' second best record in the regular season, making their way this deep into the playoffs. Baltimore Crabs, actually getting a win from the Crabs, who swept every series. Something to be proud of, so well done, Chicago.
Indeed. Wait, hang on.
Yeah?
The Firefighters lost in Season 1. This seems familiar.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are
oh,
you
no,
saying?
history's repeating itself.
It's very scary. Yeah. What's the old phrase, like, history doesn't repeat, but it definitely rhymes? Well, this one's a very, very similar rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh heck, that donation was supposed to say same old sorry crabs. Thank you for another donation, Chuby. Thank you so much. Blood goes up. We're at 707. $300 is what we're so close to our goal. Thank you so much for pushing it already to that point. Again, all money here goes to the Boston Children's Hospital. The link will go into the chat. If we can make it 1,000, oh my God, that would be amazing, chat. You've always come up big, so feel free. If you have the means, feel free to donate. If not, that is fine. Celebrate the Crabs' victory. Crabs good with a $10 donation. Crabs win.
From Laurel Dane, time for our fall wedding. That is indeed. We do have some plans for the main Blaseball Discord.
Yeah, so I guess you're plugged into the firefighter community. Are the Crabs and the Firefighters finally getting married after all these seasons of will they, won't they?
I'm happy to report the answer is yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations, Crabs and Firefighters. Here, a friendly rivalry, a friendship, a lovely walk into the finals. Crabs will win this one ultimately, but they do it hand in claw. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Which teams are married? I think the Flowers and the Georges are married.
No, it's Georges and Jazz Hands.
Georges and Jazz Hands, okay. Love wins in the end, that's right.
That's true.
The Baltimore Crabs do win, but also ultimately love wins. Oh, and I forgot, this was a bit that I did earlier. We need to present the trophy to the Baltimore Crabs. M. Fring, of course, our lovely one of our lovely community members in the in our Sports Hub Discord, not only did the banners for the Solid League Series, Championship Series, and the Liquid Championship Series, we also have one for. Oh, where'd it go? I should have had this prepared. Whoopsies.
Also, we did lose by 1, so this was indeed a real Firefighters match.
Yeah. This is like authentic. So like that's how you authenticate this whole thing. You bet on the Firefighters and lost. Thanks, game. Didn't need that at the end. Wow,
no.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
See, I actually bet on the Crabs just because, like, okay, if I win, then my team gets to Game 5. If I lose, then it's okay. I get more votes.
There you go. So. The Crabs did win the Liquid League Championship. This art also done by M. We have the trophy. Here you go, Baltimore Crabs. We are awarding it to you. Made by M, of course. The Internet Series champions of the Liquid and Solid Leagues. Congratulations, Baltimore Crabs.
I'm not sure if my headset picked that up.
It did. It was great. It felt applauding and celebratory. Congratulations. Yes, I see a round of congratulations.
Congratulations. So then here's a question for the chat.
Yes, chat, what's up?
Where are we from?
Yeah, where are we from, chat? It's a good question. I forget. Where are we from? And here I am quietly clapping in an IRL room instead of in the chat. That's fine. That's great. Chicago. We are from Chicago. We are from Chicago. Chicago. Chicago again.
That's right.
You should be happy.
I'm from Chicago. You're from Chicago. We are from Chicago.
Oh, great cheer. I love that, Guesty. We are from Chicago, and we are proud of what the Firefighters did. We're also proud of the Crabs, and, you know, it's okay. It's okay that Crabs are good.
Yeah, Crabs good. That's fine.
Crabs good. That's fine. Yeah. Wow. Guesty, yeah, I guess it's time to vote now, folks. Don't forget to vote for the people in the Chicago community, Guesty. Where can people find any kind of voting guide?
Don't.
Don't?
We don't have an official strategy. Vote with your heart.
Great, there you go. Just the official voting guide is right here.
Granted, I personally have been gunning for Fireblood because
that makes sense.
We tried to go for Fireproof as a team mod, only to have it sniped by the Tigers, and we want that back.
That would be nice. I mean, that was like their core identity for so long because they couldn't get incinerated, and they were like, hey, let's build our stadium just to increase the amount of incineration so people can die more.
Yeah. Although it did lead to the irony of, yes, the fireproof ones are not the firefighters. That was funny to me.
Yes. It's funny how that works sometimes in Blaseball. I feel like it would have been funny if the lovers got like their love blood sniped.
Yeah. Or like how, if I remember correctly, the lovers tarot was not actually the lovers.
Yeah, there was like definitely some like a lot of teams got what they wanted, but like once one team didn't get it, then suddenly like there was a domino effect. It's like, oh, now their top choice is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Kervoda?
Yo, Kervoda, thanks for joining. Kervoda's been here a whole bunch. I'm so happy to have you here. Captain Kunk, I don't think I've seen you around. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of we are from Chicago. Lake Michigan says Mixplody1. Also, congratulations to your crabs, Mixplody1.
Yeah. Here. Let me get the map real quick.
Get the map? Oh, I love the map. Oh, big map fan. There's a special Chicago map to let you know where you are from. Who made that map? Do we know, or is that like one of just the gods and has been here since the creation of time?
The original one was made by Discord user Moose.
Great name.
Yeah, fantastic name. That's the old version. Where did it go? There we go. Here we are. Are links okay to put into the Twitch chat?
Yeah, do it up, as long as it's not like a virus or something.
All right, cool. Here's an Imgur link, which is... Oh, wait. I forgot I need to log on.
As we log in, again, we want to plug our charity. Today is Extra Life, and we are a part of Extra Life. We are past 70% of our way there as we round out our broadcast. So close. Chubi is currently top donor at 125. Thank you all for putting blood into children via numbers going up and money going up. Thank you so much. Time and time again, Blaseball has always stepped up and helped so much and brought so much light into the world and the community. So thank you for helping support our mission here at the Sports Hub to shine more light and to spread light and to make the world a little bit less dark of a place.
All right. Well, it is unfortunately Twitch is acting up for me, so I'm going to DM you a link on. Oh wait, no, that's embedded. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh no! Oh no!
There you go. There's a link for you to copy paste.
Thank you. Here we go. So this link. So this is a diagram. Get out of here, trophy. Beginner's Guide to Chicago. The places in red is Chicago, and the place in blue is Lake Michigan. Imgur link here if you need to print this out and put it on your wall. If you forget, we are from Chicago.
Yeah.
It's such a good map.
The fact that we got that in so the original version actually did not have Antarctica colored in red. It just left it off. Which I think that according to the library, in prehistory, the Antarctic fireballs were incinerated and replaced with the Chicago Firefighters.
Really?
And we think that might actually be a reference to that.
Oh, I hope so. That would be very poetic. That's so funny. Also, just, Blaseball accidentally leads into such beautiful lore all the time. So
Yeah.
it's just those Blaseball gods perfectly crafting this journey.
Yeah, like back in the main season, one of our original players, Isaac Johnson, we call him Mike, the primary lore we came up with for him was that he is a union organizer, as evidenced by his very high anti-capitalism stat.
That makes sense. I love it. Well, Calf, any final thoughts as we wrap up our coverage of the internet series, and we say congratulations again to the Baltimore Crabs for winning their. I just saw on Twitter, the Crabs updating their profile, their 6-time championship now in the history of the ILB that we know of.
Don't forget to Chicago to the polls.
Oh, I hate it.
And thank you to Head WTC for that. Very grateful for them.
I guess go to the claw your way to the polls.
Yeah.
Let's grow to the polls. Okay, everyone, get your jokes in the chat. Like, just set them up. Like, get them out of the way. Get them out of your system. Get your puns. Get your voting puns. Quick. Go. Kervoda Pop says, see you at the wedding. I like the lore.
Yeah.
That means I can make people cry on Archive of Our Own. Amazing Griffin's Treehouse. Kervoda Pop said something really nice. I remember turning into this stream within the first week I got into Blaseball. I think my first stream was Season 12 game when Joshua Butt was incinerated. I just keep coming back. Well, thank you so much for coming back and supporting the Sports Hub. Lace up and go to the poll. That one's good. Okay. Who's kicks? Vote. All right. I'll get a comment point to that one.
Yeah, no, that one wins.
That one wins.
All
Yeah.
right.
Vote now on your phones. Okay, that must be a millennials. I'd like that. I hope you place bets so you have Baltimore votes. Okay, that's fine. I'm only giving it to you because the Crabs won. There's some of those comedy points where you don't want to give it to them. You don't, but you have to. The voting building is on fire. Go over and help. Okay. Taco Baco, parentheses, vote. Yep. Democrabsy. Nice try, M. I'm not even a crab. Oh, we got another donation. And, who was it? Armadillo Al. Numbers go up. Yeah, numbers go up. Blood goes up. Thank you so much for your $20 donation. We're at 72% of the way there. So excited. Over 72%. Nearly 73%. Many sons, many votes. Is that is that a combination of tiger beams?
This is wonderful, and I have mixed opinions on it. Wonderful. So,
great. That sounds wonderful. What is it?
So we have a Twitter bot based on one of our former players, Gooby Balson.
Mm-hmm.
The lore joke that spawned this was that they always just show up, say a non sequitur, and then leave. Which was Chicago. Congratulations on the marriage, crab, Andrew. That was the tweet.
That was on the 21st of August, so that was like way before any. Okay, this is scary.
Yes.
Oh, because they have an Andrew on their team, right?
Yeah. No, this was like, this just was procedurally generated. This was not a person who actually wrote that.
Yeah, Andrew Trebek, one of the star hitters, along with Bison McGill on the Chicago Firefighters. Chicago, which it did, and they got married, or going to get married to the Crabs, and then Andrew.
This is a certified Gooby moment.
What? Thank you, Gooby.
Thanks, Gooby.
Gooby Ballson, time traveler, fan of Andrew Trebek. Gooby. Foreshadowing. That sounds dirty. Never again.
Oh yeah, looking into our shadows, I forgot that we have yet another Smash Bros. Reference. We have a player named Isabella, which is close enough to Isabel.
Okay, I'm not gonna give that one to you. That one's
That's fair.
that one's a slant rhyme at best.
All right, this one. Okay, I can't. There's no Smash Bros. Reference, but we do have a player named Faith Lizard, and I think that's just cool.
He's great. Love a Faith Lizard. Also, you have two Williams. Williams. It's good stuff. Well, Guesty, thank you so much for being here to cover the Firefighters' loss to the Baltimore Crabs in Game 4.
TCSB. That's Chicago sports, baby.
Yeah, there it is. Love it. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, we're going to wrap up the stream. Thank you so much again for your generous donations to the Boston Children's Hospital. We may stream a little bit later on our other channel at Joey T. Badger. If you're not following us already, twitch.tv/Joey T. Badger. That's where we stream not Blaseball stuff, so we can not get burnt out from Blaseball. We love Blaseball, but I know how to burn myself out. Go consider following that channel as well. Currently in a Satisfactory kick, so we may put on some tunes, play some Satisfactory. Thank you, Laurel Dane, for watching. We do it for the chat, so we appreciate you all. We love that Blaseball's back, and it feels fresh. Bring your friends in. We're not done yet. If you're not following here on the Sports Hub, go give us a follow. Get notified when we go live. We bring entertainment throughout the week. We'll probably do some coverage tomorrow of the election and some power rankings, because those are always fun. Then we'll do some coverage next week for games, and then we have our weekly tabletop RPG / radio play that we have in the Blaseball universe on Tuesdays. Guesty, thank you so much for... Oh, yeah, Guesty coming in big, $50. Guesty pushing us past 75%. You were like, Joey's doing a lot of talking. I'm just going to throw money and do something nice.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, wait, no, hang on. And then actually, while you were doing that, I was typing in my credit card number, and then my session expired, and I had to type it all in.
Oh no! Well, thank you for doing it twice.
But I managed to get it in just fine.
Just in time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Numbers go up, blood goes up. You're always a pillar of the community. We really appreciate you always being in the hub and taking care of the firefighters. Where can people find your stuff, by the way? I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to have you plug yourself.
Yeah, it's been an honor. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/guestd. GUESTD. I think that's correct.
Link is in the chat. Guest D as in the guest
Yep.
ABCD.
Yep.
Which I believe is a reference to the Wii.
Yep. Yeah. So Smash Bros went very well for me, and ever since then, that's been a secondary username I pick up besides Calf.
That's a good one. I like it. Calf, also strong one. Guesty, also very strong. So it's nice to have two in your pockets. I like to go by Exploit Sub and Joey T. Badger myself. So it's always good to have those two brands, two very very effective tools in each hand. So well done.
Absolutely. So yeah, I stream. Well, now that games are back up and stuff, expect game commentary at least twice a week. Next week it's looking like Tuesday and Wednesday nights, Chicago time. That is, well, it'll be UTC -6 because of the time change tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Everyone, and please enjoy your extra hour.
Please enjoy your extra hour of sleep while you can.
While you can? Is that what you said? While you can.
Yeah.
Sleep while you can. This is a threat.
This is a threat. All times in Chicago time. That's true. That's why I realized. Okay, yeah, UTC -6.
Yeah, there's someone telling me like, that's the correct time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. CST, correct standard time.
Whatever.
I'll throw in links in the a bunch of Blaseball Discords. You'll see it.
Yes, please do. Guesty, thank you for coming on. Big thanks to Commander Rod for being on earlier. John Serpico also for being on. Chat, thank you for being here. Thank you, M. Thank you, Mezzo Patricia. Thank you, McSplody. Thank you, Griffin Treehouse. Thank you, Laurel Dane. Thank you, Squire Lazaretto. Thank you, 10KFM. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. We'll be back for more stuff. Follow to get notified when we go live. We may, again, do some stuff in the other channel, so come check us out as well. We again, thank you, M, for all the art that you did for the banners and for the trophy. Congratulations, Krabs, once more. Congratulations, Firefighters, making this far. The commissioner's doing a great job. And you know what? I just got something commissioned as well from our good friend Kay, so I think I might show it off in the end card. So if you stick around for a moment, I'll put it in. But Guesty, take care.
Absolutely. And you as well.
Chat, take care. Commissioner's doing a good job, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon. Take care.
This is an automatic message from Joey T. Badger. In honor of this this new art that was crafted just like the day before. This is the after party, by the way. I'm gonna change the music. Some lo-fi. Gonna pop it over so I can hear it too. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And we can talk about how cool it is. Okay, here we go. Image. Add source. New source. I'll call it lo-fi casting. Or Joey T lo-fi. That one's good. Joey T lo-fi. Joe-fi. That is objectively correct. There it is. Look at this. Look at this art. Look at this art. There's so much here. There's so much here. Yeah. This has been a long time in the making. So big thanks to Kay. So many good details. Yeah. I know. I'm freaking out too. Chill beats for sportscasters only. I'll put Kay's Twitter handle in the chat as well. Always open for commissions. Yeah, the blueberries. Yep. All bits, so many bits and references. Also, our other big-time contributor in the hub for art, M, also there as well. I believe commissions are open. Is that Jess? Yeah, I think someone has mentioned that Jess was somewhere. I haven't seen. Yeah, yep, that's Jess who. That's Jess who in the tree. Oh, it's great. Yeah, we have Jess who. We have the flowers pin by the Blaseball, a couple blueberries. Zlobs' sunglasses, Castillo Turner the Party Cactus, Blaseball News Network mug, Flops card. Oh, that's Toe Squirta. Oh, the Toe Squirta one. Oh, that's very, very slick. A Caligula Lotus. Oh, also reference because Kay did the Caligula Lotus card. My Comedy Bell. Oh, the Nick Winkler. Oh, that's so cute. Some Gloria Bugsnax reference there, I think. Here's the Boston Garden in the background. The Joey T. Badger memorial dinosaur onesie. This is very good. This is very good. Oh, I love it. Okay, why are 33 people still here? I love you all. Thank you so much. Catch us in the hub. Link below. Get your cool cats and kittens later. Again, want to hang out. Joey T. Badger. Probably going to do a stream. A chill stream later on. But thank you again. Bye. Love you.